Our second day at Changbai Mountain begins with another train ride. Unless you have a car, you need to take the slow train from Baihe to Songjianghe to get from the north side of the mountain to the west side. Lucky for us, the train was practically empty. We had this whole room of Yingwo to ourselves. So we sat back and stared out the window. After staying in a cheap hostel on the north side, we splurged for a fancy hotel, the Tianyu Dujia Jiudian. We actually found a great deal online, and we got a nice big room here for just over $100. 这个酒店也有健身房、麻将室、乒乓球、台球和游泳池。还有火锅饭店. The first order of business was making some delicious dipping sauce. Then we ordered some spinach, tofu, mushrooms, potatoes, and lamb, and tossed it all in the boiling pot of oil and spices. After dinner, we hung out in the Wenquan and grabbed a drink from the Jiuba. It was a nice, relaxing day. In the morning, we hit the Zizhu Zaocan, then caught a ride on the Mianfei Bashi. Arriving at the west side of the mountain, we were greeted with a huge crowd. This is where the Chinese idiom 人山人海 comes from. Finally, at the base of our mountain, we did our best to avoid Chinese tour groups like the plague, and we headed up the stairs. There are nearly 1,500 stairs to the top. And while there is some nice scenery, don't be surprised if you hear plenty of Huayu on the way up, as Chinese tourists fight their way through each other. We persevered and continued on our way. At the top, you'll find this sign that says, I grow out success in English. Not sure what they're going for there, but anyway, the Chinese tourists flock to take their obligatory picture in front of a sign. We were more interested in the views though, so we got a nice perch to check out the Tianshi. If you're lazy, you can pay these guys to carry you down. At the bottom, it's back on the bus. Once off the bus, we did our best to fight our way through the slow-moving crowds and find some peace and quiet. It's not always easy in China. Finally, we were able to relax and take in the views of the Da Xiagu. It's not quite the Grand Canyon, but it's beautiful either way. Before heading back to Beijing, we stopped in a local restaurant, where we checked out their interesting displays in the cooler. Both dishes turned out to be pretty good, and we got some lu rou as well. We found this funky-looking Chinese wine and decided to try a cup. We went for the Wu Wei Zi Jiu.
How is it?
That's good.
Yeah, you like it?
That's actually good.
Then it was back on the train for a long ride back to the capital.